Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. Today we're doing a nice full body flexibility practice. I'm going to use my strap for a few things today. If you have something like a strap at home, that could be a long sock, a scarf, a belt, a hand towel, anything like that would be great. You're going to need just a little bit of space to move, and let's get started. So let's begin in child's pose today. If you've got a strap of some kind, you can just move it off to the side. We're going to bring our knees out nice and wide, big toes together, sending your hips back towards your heels, and then just walking your hands and your arms out in front. And you might just push into your fingertips and maybe even rock your upper body side to side a little bit, just getting into the hips a little bit more. Sending the hips a little closer to those heels as you start to lower down the forehead, lower down the chest, and completely relax. Close your eyes. Take a nice big breath in and out. And do that again. Big inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And out. Awesome, you guys. Soften your shoulders. Feel your tummy continue to move in and out with the breath as you keep your core soft. And just taking these next few moments to let go of your day. Scanning your body, settling into the practice. Noticing if there are any thoughts on your mind you might be able to set off to the side. And just soften your shoulders a little bit more. We are going to take a few more moments here. But if you do want to move a little bit, just use an inhale to lift the forehead. We're going to keep our hips nice and close to the heels. And you might push into your fingertips again just to send them back a little closer. But you can have your palms flat, or you could actually bring them together. And we're going to just lift the hands up and kind of behind our head. So you can adjust your elbows as you need to. We're keeping the hips low and letting the chest and the forehead come down again. You might like this, you might not. So you can decide where you'd like to be. Just soften your shoulders. Find your breath. Awesome, you guys. If you do have your hands lifted up, you can slowly bring them back down. Let's all use an inhale to lift the forehead, lift the chest. Just walk your hands in. You can slide your knees a little closer together as you lift your hips off of your heels. Set up your tabletop. Take those hips for rock side to side if it feels good. You might even give the ankles a little bit of a shake if you felt some love through the ankles. But just setting up your tabletop, and then we're going to turn our fingertips to point out to the sides. And maybe keep turning them to point towards the knees, feeling the love through the forearms, through the wrists. You can do one hand at a time if you'd like. We're not going to be here too long. So soften the shoulders, let your head get heavy. Relax your jaw. Feel the love through those forearms. And if you're doing one hand right now, you can start to switch sides. Finding the breath. Nice work, you guys. Let's slowly start to come out. Bring your fingertips back to face the front. If you want your counter stretch, you can bring the top of your hand down. Your fingertips might point towards your knee. And you can switch sides, just a nice short, sweet counter stretch. Nice job, you guys. And then when you are ready, we're going to be bringing our right leg out in front and setting up pigeon. So if you'd rather turn over onto your back, you can do your figure four. You can cross your right foot over top of your left quad and bring your legs towards your chest, getting into that right glute. But if you're following along with me, just adjust your front shin, maybe bringing that heel nice and close to the left hip so you find your balance, you find your center. We're all feeling the love through that right glute and outer hip. Take another inhale to lift the chest. And if you'd like to fold forwards, you can drop it down with your exhale. And again, not here too long. So just surrender. Soften the shoulders and your tummy. Let the upper body just be heavy. Awesome, you guys. We're going to be using inhale to come back up. So if you did turn over onto your back, I'm sorry, but you have to come back over. We're going to be bringing our back leg, our left knee, towards that right foot. And you can kind of hug your heel a little closer or move it a little closer towards your glute if you'd like. So we're kind of trying to make a triangle shape with our legs here. We just have our left leg bent. If that does not feel good, you can simply have that left leg out long. Just trying to make a triangle shape with your legs as best you can. We're going to take our chest and turn it to the right side for a twist here. So the left hand, it might be able to find that right knee. Your right hand can come behind you for support, and you can just start to turn your chest to the right side. The left hip, it might want to lift a little bit to help you turn and feel that nice oblique, that right oblique, that nice twist. You might even feel some love through that left quad. And you might even end up looking right behind you. Awesome job, you guys. Use an inhale. Slowly start to bring yourself all the way back. We're going to just uncross our legs. Plant your feet, give your knees a hug, a little rock side to side, and then we're going to switch sides. So setting up pigeon with our left leg forwards. So you can come over onto your back again if you did lay down for the last one. But just set it up, adjust, kind of shimmy around, find that sweet spot where you're not tipping over to one side more than the other side. You're nice and centered. With an inhale, lift the chest, and an exhale, you can fold forwards. And remember, not here too long, so relax as best you can. Sometimes easier said than done. Awesome work, you guys. We're going to use an inhale because just like that, we're done our pigeon. Slowly start to lift back up, and you can bring your back leg, that knee towards your foot, or start to turn back over, setting up your triangle, as nice as that triangle is going to be today. Maybe that right heel is nice and close to your glute. Maybe you're sending that right leg out long, and we're just going to turn our chest to the left. So turn that chest, use your hands for support, kind of keep the chest lifted, spine long, but just twisting, breathing. And again, you might feel this a little more through that left oblique. You might feel it in both. Awesome, you guys. Let's use an inhale and slowly make our way back to face the front. You can uncross your legs, Plant your feet, give yourself a hug or a little rock side to side. Nice job, you guys. We're going to come back over onto our hands and knees into tabletop. So set up your tabletop first. We're going to keep our left hand at our side for support and reach the right arm out in front. So we'll have puppy dog. So bring that right arm out nice and long and just start to lower your chest. And maybe you can even rest your right cheek. Add in a little neck stretch. Feel that right shoulder soften. You might feel the stretch through the entire right arm. If your left hand is supporting you, it might even be taking some of your body weight. That's great. But if it's kind of free, not doing much, you might even bring that left hand to your low back, letting your palm face up. Be gentle with the head and the neck. As the chest gets heavier, the stretch will get a little deeper. Nice, you guys. If your left hand is not on the floor, bring it back there first. Use an inhale to slowly lift the head. Bring your right arm in. Take a shoulder roll of some kind if you need to, if you want to. And let's switch sides. Left arm reaching out. Right hand is at your side for support this time. Lower the forehead or maybe the left cheek. Keep your hips high. And if that right hand is going to stay down on your mat, let it support you. If you want it to be on your low back, it might move there. Just soften. Don't worry about going too far. You just want to feel a little love through that left shoulder. A little love through the neck, but not too much. Awesome, you guys. If your right hand is lifted, bring it back down. Use an inhale as you slowly lift and find your way back into your tabletop. Take a couple shoulder rolls. Maybe rock the hips side to side. We're going to be transitioning onto our backs and we're going to find our straps along the way. So lay on down, find your strap. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Maybe take a couple rocks side to side. We're going to be lifting the right foot up into the air and placing the strap right under those toes. If you don't have a strap to use today, you can just hang onto the back of your leg with your hands. Just finding that nice hamstring, calf stretch. Maybe sending the left leg out long if you want more. Relaxing through the shoulders, ideally just resting the head. And just find that nice length through the back of the leg. Awesome, you guys. We're going to just stay here for a few more breaths. If you do want to bend the knee and then send the foot back up, flex that foot. Maybe the heel can be a little higher than the toes. Find that sweet spot where you get that awesome stretch all the way from the glute to the toes. Nice job, you guys. Let's slowly start to bend our knee. Take your strap off of your foot. Place that right foot on the floor and bring your left leg up. Move your strap to the ball of the foot. Send the heel up into the air. Find that nice stretch. Option to straighten the leg. The right leg. Both legs. And just breathe through it. Enjoy. Just a few more breaths here. If you do need to adjust or bend that leg, find that sweet spot again. Awesome work, you guys. Let's slowly start to bend that left knee. You can take your strap off your foot for a moment. Maybe bend the knees, planting the feet, taking a couple rocks side to side. We're going to be bringing both of our legs back up into the air this time. You can use a strap or not. But you might send both of your heels up and towards the ceiling or the sky. Feel the stretch through the back of both of your legs. And then you might play with this. You might try to keep the low back down and focus on stretching the back of your legs as you flex the feet and keep the low back down. You might start to let the low back lift and let the feet come towards the forehead. And maybe you're going to feel this through the legs still, but you might actually start to feel this through your back as well. And you might even ditch the strap and bring your toes to the floor all the way behind your head for plow. Or you might just come halfway there. Just an opportunity to play or not. Just finding your breath wherever you decided to go. And if you did, lift your hips up any amount. When you are ready, very slowly start to bring them back down. Maybe sneak in another hamstring and calf stretch as you send your low back down and your heels up. And then eventually bending the knees. You might even keep your strap on your feet if it's still there. Bring the soles of the feet together. Your knees out wide, a little reclined butterfly. You might not need the strap. You might be able to reach for the feet. Get into the hips. Send the low back down into the floor. Awesome, you guys. If your strap is on your feet, just gently take it off. Move it to the side. Bring your feet to the floor. If you need a couple rocks side to side, you might actually bring your knees back to your chest. Massaging the low back. And whenever it feels right, you can send everything out long. Just starting to make your way into Shavasana for a few moments. Find a comfy place where you can relax your entire body. Be still. Thank you so much for joining me today, and as always, I encourage you to stay here for as long as you have time for today. But until next time, namaste.